Commerce Alive Today presents
Badcock Home Furniture More. Henry Stanhope Badcock, an immigrant from England, founded the W.S. Badcock Corporation in 1904. An immigrant from England, Henry founded the first Badcock store in Mulberry, Florida. Henry operated this single store in Mulberry, Florida for 16 years until, in 1920, his son Wogan bought the store from his father. Business continued to grow until the land boom/bust of 1929. The Depression hit the country hard, and Badcock was no exception. Finding it increasingly difficult to sell the merchandise he had on hand, Wogan began to sell merchandise through consignment at various stores in the area, offering a share of the profits if they sold the merchandise. Wogan also established the idea of the route salesman, who would use small trucks, traveling designated routes, to sell the Badcock merchandise. This laid the groundwork for the dealer model, which is still the foundation of Badcock's business model. At the same time, Wogan introduced the practice of selling furniture to customers on credit, and collecting on installment accounts from these customers. Over the years, this consignment model and route sales evolved into the dealer operation that is still active today. These home furnishing centers would receive and sell merchandise only from Badcock, and these dealers were able to finance their customer accounts with help from the W.S. Badcock Corporation. The principle of easy, fair credit was a novel concept at the time, and Wogan Badcock was a forerunner of the way that most merchandise transactions are handled today. In 1963, Wogan's son, Wogan Stanhope Badcock Jr., at the age of 31, assumed the position of president of the W.S. Badcock Corporation. 4 years later, the corporation expanded outside of the state of Florida, opening a store location in Valdosta, Georgia. From 1969 to 1976, the W.S. Badcock Corporation opened 150 locations, with the 150th location opening in Graceville, Florida. In the 1980s, growth continued with over 175 stores producing annual sales upwards of $100 million. As the store count continued to grow, so did the Badcock footprint. Badcock opened stores in South Carolina, North Carolina, Mississippi, and Tennessee. In late 1999, the corporate image and more took on a whole new look and design. The traditional blue and orange logo of the 1960s was replaced with the logo that stands today. Badcock also launched the Store 2000 conversion project, which featured new storefronts and a more customer-friendly, open layout interior redesign. On March 7, 2000, the first Badcock Home Furniture More retail store built from the ground up celebrated its ribbon cutting in Dade City, Florida. Badcock Home Furniture More was recognized as a centennial retailer by Florida Governor Jeb Bush in 2004. In 2005, Badcock Home Furniture More was listed by Furniture Today magazine in the top 25 furniture retailers by sales. In 2013, Badcock Home Furniture More began working on the next refresh of stores, featuring new floor plans, interior colors, and a sleek new identity wall. Badcock Home Furniture More still offers our affordable, easy credit terms and finances all of their own customer credit accounts at participating store locations, just as they have for over 100 years. On September 15, 2018, Badcock Home Furniture More was named the Retailer of the Year in the over $10 million in sales category. The title is a first for the 114-year-old furniture, appliance, and home decor retailer, which has over 340 stores in 8 southeastern states. The family-owned and operated company came under the leadership and direction of CEO Rob Burnette in January of 2017, and has been experiencing an explosion of growth and success over the last few years. Since his appointment, Burnette has rolled out a number of strategic initiatives that center on growing the Badcock Home Furniture More brand through an increased focus on its store owners, retail customers, and corporate employees. This year, the company's emphasized goals lined up perfectly with the qualities the HFA looks for in candidates for its Retailer of the Year award. With the company continuing to grow, the future looks bright for the Badcock Home Furniture More. On November 22, 2021, the company was purchased by and is now a subsidiary of Franchise Group Incorporated. On December 21, 2023, Conn's, Inc., the specialty home goods retailer, announced the acquisition of Badcock Home Furniture More, a prominent home furnishings company in the southeastern U.S. The all-stock transaction has made Badcock Home Furniture More a wholly owned subsidiary of Conn's. This deal, approved by the board of directors, is expected to increase Conn's presence across the southeastern U.S., adding over 550 stores in 15 states and approximately $1.85 billion in revenue. In July 2024, Conn's warned that it may file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy within the coming weeks, blaming inflation and a decline in sales as part of the decision. The company also blamed its purchase in Badcock Home Furniture More as a result of losses and struggles. On July 23, 2024, Conn's announced that it would close up to 106 stores across from the Conn's and Badcock brands. 71 Conn stores and 35 Badcock stores are set to close by the end of summer 2024. That same day, Conn's filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in Texas, listing assets and liabilities of between $1 billion to $10 billion. The next day, on July 24, 2024, it was reported that Conn's was in the process of winding down and closing all of its nearly 600 Conn's and Badcock locations, with liquidation sales expected to be complete by October 31, 2024. On July 29, 2024, furniture retailer Badcock Home Furniture More to lay off more than 100 workers at its headquarters in Polk County and launch sales at all of its stores as it prepares to go out of business. The developments come after parent company Conn's Home Plus filed for bankruptcy July 23 in Texas. Once the company is shut down by the complete date of October 31, 2024, it will end the company from the retail landscape forever.
I've been telling you folks about furnishings for every room of your home at Badcock, and that includes floor covering, like this beautiful carpeting. It looks good, and it feels so good to your toes. Old Mullet, he says it's almost as good as his recliner. And Badcock has a great selection of area rugs and vinyl floor covering that's easy on your feet and takes a beating. I wonder how they do that.
If you have any fond memories, please indicate it at the comments below. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and like.